One day when my oldest son was about 3 and my youngest son was still a baby, I sat there in the traffic light and my oldest son says, "Dad, why is that teddy bear tied to the tree?" And of course there was a teddy bear tied to the tree, and with a little note and some papers and things around and a cross. And I realized that I had driven past that space 100 times over the years, but I'd never noticed that. And it just struck me as odd that people are dying every day like this, and there's no reason to forget about them. To somebody, each one of these means something very special, and the fact that they went out and built a memorial like this is a memory. I think it deserves respect. Driving by, I see a memorial, and there's a mailbox, which I thought was pretty interesting. And it was in a safe place, so I go down to the next exit, turn around, come back, loop back around, and I knew where it was, and pulled over safely. And I'm taking pictures of it. I don't touch them from the beginning. First I take pictures. And this one kind of just seemed a little bit very well cared for. Somebody, like weeds and stuff like that, were taken care of. But there was the mailbox. So, of course, I have to open the mailbox. And in the mailbox was a letter written to heaven. And it's still there probably. I didn't open it or anything, but it was a letter written to heaven, and you could see it was in little kids' handwriting. So to me that was just heartbroken. The first one I ever took, and I have the pictures, the first picture, and I took one last time I was up near Baltimore, is still there. Somebody has maintained that cross for 20 years. Every time I go by there's fresh, well, there's silk flowers, but there's a new one. They're not faded and it's taken care of. Sometimes the cross comes down and they've repainted it and put another one back up. Some of them are quite elaborate. Some of them are big metal crosses with the logos of motorcycle clubs or police officers or high school notes, high school logos. So people are putting a lot of effort into them, and it means a lot to them. People take very good care of them, and it makes me realize that it's the people who are left behind that have to deal with it. People tend to forget that that's really what that's representing, is all the people that have been left behind and have to deal with the loss of somebody that's special to them. I'm not an activist in the general sense of the term, but I am, some people call it artivism, trying to use my art to change society. This picture's right in the middle of Raleigh. It's amazing to me that just walking across the street maybe, or somebody got killed in an intersection where the speed limit was 35 miles an hour. It shouldn't be this way. It's unfortunate. And somebody had written a statement on my website that they liked the way that I was documenting Americana, which is part of what I thought of. It's all over the country. I have shots from Florida up to Washington State, from New Jersey down to Alabama, and all across the country. And it's everywhere, and it is part of America's roadsides. That's part of my problem. I wish they weren't part of it. I wish there was no need to put up another crossroads along the highway because nobody gets killed. The reason for Crossroads of America is that there won't need any more, that nobody will ever have to put another cross up again. I want to be put out of a job.